Okay, so good day, everyone. Now we're on chapter 3 of our discussions about statistics for life sciences. Today we'll be discussing chapter 3, which is about biostatistics. So in this chapter, we will be dealing with information such as what is biostatistics, as well as its importance and some applications of biostatistics, as well as some important informations like the different vital statistical rates and ratio. So in this video, we will be focusing on the intersection between statistics and biology. Okay, so this video would also covers the discussion about the application of biostat and its importance. So let us start and explore biostatistics. So when we talk about biostatistics, as you can see, it is a branch of applied statistics that deals with using statistical methods to solve medical and biological problems. So it involves the study of data derived from biological and medical sciences, as well as applying different statistical techniques to address biological issues like the COVID-19 pandemic or the emerging biological issues that we will be having in the future. So it is a field that rapidly evolved from the past for over 400 years, and it's now becoming an essential component in different studies and as well as in research. So let us explore what is biostatistics. So as definition or by the definition, when we talk about biostatistics, we deal with statistics and biology. Okay, so in biostatistics, statistical techniques are applied to deal with biological problems like diseases or developing a new medicine or vaccine. So it is imperative that we have a full fundamental understanding of biostatistics, okay, to really understand what is biology or what we call the study of life, particularly in performing advancements in biological sciences through research. So by utilizing statistics, we can understand and comprehend the nature of variability. Biologists can infer general laws from small samples. Okay, so usually when we talk about biostatistics, it provides us with future definitions or directions by providing us with scientific uh, understanding about the past and its findings. Okay, so we look at a specific disease or trends. Biostatistics should be able to point us to the right directions on how we can solve or find cure on those specific diseases. So on the other hand, when we have biostatistics, we must be carefully collecting and analyzing the data to support the collaborative efforts when we talk about public health and healthcare professionals. So otherwise, if we do not understand the nature of biostatistics or what is biostatistics all about, it may be ineffective. It will be inaccurate and can even be harmful to others. So, to understand biological informations, we are using statistics to explain them, to describe those events, making them more useful so that we can have a clear understanding on that particular situation or phenomena. So that is what is biostatistics all about. Okay, so the following slides are some applications of biostatistics. For example, in agriculture, okay, So, agriculturalists study different variety of plants that they can grow, okay, or find the best combinations of fertilizers, pesticides, and densities so that the crops or the plants could be a productive plant that could yield more fruits or more um, food that we can eat. Okay. So in biology, okay, so we do a lot of research and experiments, like in life processes of plants and even animals, as well how these creatures, plants, animals grow. And by understanding them, their uh, chemical components, their needs, we would be able to understand how to prolong life. Okay. In demography, when we talk about demography, when in biostatistics, we're talking about the composition, distribution, and growth of human population. Can be either through birth, through sudden unfortunate death, or through migration rates. Social economic standing of people are also being studied when we talk about biostat. For environmental science, environmental concerns such as the increase of death defects and tolls among areas near the nuclear plants, or the emerging issue right now, which is the global warming. Okay, so those are the things that um, we are concerned with when we talk about biostat. In fishery, we're talking about the number of fishes of a given species in a fishing grounds, and even the level quotas imposed on fishermen to main fish stocks. Okay, so when are we going to harvest fish? Uh, until what amount or number of the population of those fishes can be harvested, something like those, as well as the growth and production rate of fishes. Okay, so in public health, we use biostatistics in order for us to have public health programs, okay, to address medical problems, okay, like the cost, diseases, accidents, and many more, so that we can avoid them. We can have a effective public health programs. In insurance, we use biostatistics to compute for mortality, morbidity, and accident rates of a particular population of group of people. Okay, so by understanding mortality, morbidity, we would be able to provide accurate rates on the coverage for property or insurance programs. In medicine, okay, we try to understand the cause of a certain disease, diagnose or understand it, provide treatment, and do some preventions or precautionary measures for those communicable and non-communicable diseases. Okay, so that is how we use biostatistics. Now, biological research and its importance. Okay, so there are three main reasons why biostatistics is important. First one is understanding life. Okay, so as a biologist, you have probably done researches to address any basic questions you may have concerning the existence of human, animals, or even plants in our planet. Okay, so few scientific fields are more expansive or diverse than biology. Okay, since biology is an age-old yet essential field that has helped people gain a deeper knowledge of life in all of its manifestation or in all areas. Okay, so additionally, when we talk about biology, it would help us achieve amazing progress in safeguarding and maintaining life. Okay, so we would be able to avoid extinctions of um, nearly endangered species or endangered species. Okay, once we understand their biological component. Okay, the second one is through medical advancements, um, biostatistics can have a um, empowerment, okay, to drive pivotal scientific discoveries, such as identifications of DNA structures in the mid 1900s. Biological research has produced many advancements that have been both enhance and preserve the lives of countless individuals. Okay, for example, in the field of medicine, uh, before, if you have a surgery, you will be lying down on the table. They will give you some medicine for you to sleep so that you won't be able to feel the pain when they open your um, cavity or your um, body. Okay, but now with the use of the advancement of technology in just three small little holes or punches, okay, they would be able to put some medical equipments, and then from there, using technology, they would be able to operate. Unlike before, that they would open the body for them to use to operate, okay, on a certain cases or certain diseases. Okay, so again, without this intensive biological research, we won't be able to achieve those major medical advancement. Okay, so ranging from illness prevention to medication discovery, it would not be possible without biological research or without biostatistics. Then lastly, it will have a broader impact. Okay, so when it comes to medical or biological advancement, we're just on the beginning part. Okay, new facets or new information of human progress remains unaffected by biologists and their work, from overseeing livestock and food production to promoting environmental sustainability and conservation. So through the discovery of different theories, we will be able to evolve and make a broader advancement in our understanding what is the natural world all about. Okay, through science, have become or we would be able to answer many basic existential problems. Okay, with the use of biological research, with the application of biostatistics. So this is how or why understanding biostatistics is important. Because one, you would be able to understand and appreciate life. Two, you will be able to have like not only medical advancement but life advancements. And three, it will have a broader impact. Okay, so that is why um, biostatistics or biological researches are important. Now, on the next few slides, we will be discussing some topics, okay, that you can have when we talk about biological researches. Okay, today, when we talk about biological research, these are the heaviest topics, okay, that humanity faces, okay, which may include our own or our very own existence. So the following topics can be explored in biological research. Okay, so there are actually 18 topics that you can consider. So the first one is when we talk about developmental biology. Okay, so from the name itself, developmental biology, its main focus is how we understand life. Okay, so how does life develops? Okay, The next one is evolutionary biologies. Okay, so issues connected to molecular mechanisms of DNA are some of the essential work when we talk about evolutionary biologists. However, no, this discipline is specifically concerned with the transfer of genetic information through generation. How do traits, okay, being transferred from one generation to another? How do um, a animal evolve? No, that's what we're talking or dealing in evolutionary biology. So in addition to charting the biological adaptation and diversification of life through history and prehistory, we are also investigating the origin of life on Earth. Okay, where did it started? That is what are some of the topics or concerns when we talk about evolutionary biology. Third one is computational biology, also known as bioinformatics. Computational biology bridges the gap or um, providing connectivity or connections between biology and the digital technology that we have. As we all know, we're on the digital era wherein AIs, robots, computers are part of our daily life. Okay, so computational biology connects biology and the digital world. Okay, by connecting them, we are able to develop and apply computational methods and software tools to analyze massive sets of biological informations. Okay, so by analyzing those biological informations through softwares, through programs, we would be able to come up, okay, with necessary tools and information that we can use to improve our lives. Fourth one is cellular biology. Cellular biology concentrates on the cell as a fundamental unit of functional life on this planet. So as we all know that the basic unit of life is cell. Okay, so in cellular biology, our main concerns are all aspects of cell anatomy and different cell processes that uh, that is from respiration to mitotic and meiotic division. Okay, and so how do cell grow? How do cell uh, feed, as well as how do they multiply? Okay, so that is how uh, we discuss it in cellular biology. Next one in immunology. Okay, so in medical life sciences, we define immunology as a branch of biological science that deals with the ability of our body, okay, to recognize what is self and what is not, what is part of your body and what is foreign object in your body. Okay, so this recognitions allows the body to attack pathogens to preserve its vital internal structures and processes. Okay, it's just like a security guard and a police, wherein if there are any foreign objects or um, unfamiliar objects in our body, they are the one who would immunology would be the one is responsible for that. So in immunology, we are trying to recognize, okay, the recognition of the body to attack pathogens and preserve our internal processes. Okay, so this includes the process of examining what happens when the body mistakenly attacks healthy cells, okay, or uh, how do the body protects itself from foreign invaders such as bad bacteria and viruses. Okay, so these are the things that we are covering under immunology. In ecology, okay, or ecological researchers asks questions such as the relationship between the organism and its habitat, or what are the different environmental elements that would allow different organisms not only to survive but also to thrive on a certain conditions, whether it's a harsh condition or a foreign conditions. Okay, so the seventh one in biophysics, we define, or biophysical society define biophysics as the application of theories and methods of physics to understand biological system works. Okay, so it bridges the gap between physics and diverse sub branches of biological studies. We also have physiology. Okay, so the study and mechanism and functionality of living things. Okay, so to better understand the mechanism and their functions, as a physiological researcher, we commonly examine components or parts such as organs, cells, how do they operate internally and interact with one another. Okay, so biochemistry is the intersection of biology and chemistry, the application of chemical processes, specifically the processes that would occur within living things. Okay, that's why we have some blood chem to understand the chemical components of the cells that we have. Okay, so that is under biochemistry. The next one is microbiology. Okay, so in microbiology, we conduct biological research in a microscopic level. Okay, so we are actually studying microbes or microorganisms. Okay, so these microorganisms are very small that even our naked eye won't be able to see it. Okay, so that's why we will be using microscope or any lenses, okay, to fully understand and see these microorganisms. So this includes viruses, bacteria, fungi, algae, protozoa, uh, prions, and archaea. Okay, so as we all know that in immunology, we're focusing on the foreign objects or foreign substances that are dangerous to our body. So microbiologists and immunologists work together in understanding those viruses and bacteria that can be harmful to our body. Okay, so in the ethnology, we do try to understand insects. Okay, so how do they live? How do they reproduce? Their life cycle, and many more. Structural biology, on the other hand, examines the structure, assembly, and functions of and interaction of biological molecules. So generally, we're concerned with proteins, okay, because this particular class of molecules is so prevalent or evident in living things, especially when animals in the animal kingdom. In genetics, on the other hand, as we all know, it is the blueprint, okay, for any molecules that comprise all life on Earth. Okay, so in genetics, DNA is one of the essential part or topics that we are dealing with. Okay, so the study of genes and heredity in genetics, we examine different ways in which certain characteristics in living things passes through generation from parents to offsprings. Okay, so how do a particular trait being passed from parent to offspring or from one generation to the other. Okay, so somewhat similar with evolutionary biology. Genomics is closely related to genetics and often considered to be a subfield of genetics. But classical genetics tends to study a single gene or gene expressions at a time. On the other hand, when we talk about genomics, we're talking about the organism in their entirety. Okay, so again, genetic very specific to a particular gene or DNA, unlike genomics is we're talking about the entire organism itself. Okay, so zoology, as you know, it's a study of animals. So in here, zoologists often study human as part of the larger animal kingdom. However, when we talk about zoology, we're not only just talking about humans, but also non-human animals. It can be both domestic and wild. So we can have research about wildlife for government agencies and non-profitable organizations, clinical trainings, as well as the conduct of crucial veterinary researches. Okay. For the 16th one, marine biology, we're talking about the underworld or the underwater world. Okay. We're talking about uh, animals underwater. So it's not restricted in oceans or in saltwater environment, but as well as freshwater animals. Okay, we can do a deep dive in sea life. Marine biologists may or marine biological researches may be the path for you. Okay, so it's rich with multifaceted field that would allow you to focus on a specific specialization ranging from marine ecology to fishery and many more. Then second to the last is by botany, the study of plant or the plant kingdom. Okay, so it's actually has a equal wide and varied field which encompasses plant life. Okay, so that includes the morphology, anatomy, cell biology, molecular biology, and many more. Okay, so similar with zoology, we can also apply different biological researches. We also have molecular biology. It's somewhat related to structural biology and biochemistry. When we talk about molecular biology, we examine the molecular basis for a biological activities. So again, these are some of the biological researches that we can have as our topics. Okay, so thank you so much, and I hope that you've learned something from me today.